Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin here, and in today's video I got a really cool clutch that was laid. I have this really wacky leopard female, and you can see she looks really odd, she's really dark, and she's laying on a nice clutch of eggs. I think there's about 5 or 6 eggs in there. A nice clutch, looks like we have 5. We're gonna go put those away, candle them, and make sure they're all good, and I'm also gonna show you the father of the clutch. Let's get into that right now. So I already got the egg bin all set up, as you guys can see right now. And we're just going to look at the male of the clutch, or the father of the clutch. He's being paired right now to this pastel pied girl. This is my special double het for Monsoon and pied. I'm going to pull him out right now since he's not locked. It's just a really wacky pattern. The het Monsoon really changes the whole pattern on the snake. Of course there's that het pied influence as well, dragging some of the pattern. But this guy is just awesome, and I can't get enough of that head stamp on him. He's acting a little crazy right now. Probably because he was just with the female, but if you look at his head, he has a really nice head stamp on him. Just looks insane. So I'm gonna go let him breed, and we're gonna go and pull the eggs. So it looks like we had 5 eggs there, and this girl is just a really weird looking leopard. So I'm gonna just move the egg crate a bit, and right here looks like we have 5 eggs. So what I'm gonna do first is just remove the female, and I like to go grab her tail and unhook the eggs, because if you don't, you just go and pick them up, you're gonna drop the eggs. And you can see that she's obviously empty. There's no eggs inside of her. She's very concave. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash her and get the egg smell off her. She's being really good right now and not aggressive, which is really nice from her. And hopefully we can hit some really cool babies and maybe prove out this gene in her. As you can see, she looks really different to any other leopard. I'm not even sure if she actually is a leopard, but really wacky pattern, and hopefully we can make some really cool babies. Could be a new dinker gene, or I'm not too sure exactly. We're just gonna go grab the eggs for now and put them inside of the egg crate. Make sure we don't get too much dust on the bottom first. Just gonna wipe some of that off. If you guys want to do this, you guys can use a paintbrush. It's a lot easier, but I'm not ready for this right now in this video, so I'm just gonna use my hand, maybe even my shirt. And while I'm doing that, I want to give a huge shout out to Masma Reptiles. Thank you so much for the really cool shirt. Definitely not slacking on the back. Thanks so much, my friend Nazar. So definitely go and check him out. And now these eggs look pretty clean. We're just gonna leave them in here. And this girl's trying to escape right now. Come back here. So I'm gonna go wash this girl real quickly, wash the bin, and I'll show you her right after. And then we'll get to splitting the eggs up and candling them. It's very important to go and clean the female's cage after she lays and wash the female, because she has the scent from the eggs on her, and usually these girls are inside of egg mode where they're going to be looking after the eggs, so they're not thinking about eating, and when you eliminate that scent they start to eat a lot. So it's really important to go clean the tub, and what I use is a little bit of water diluted with F10. I spray the surface down once, and I just like to wipe everywhere where the eggs were or the eggs touched. Sometimes you'll get these little marks on the floor here, and those marks were just where the eggs were, and you really want to remove them because that's where most of the scent was. And sometimes I like to spray it twice, and sometimes even 3 times, just to make sure I really eliminate that scent. I also go over and try to get any of the urates or any other of the stuff here. And then right after that's all wiped up, I'm gonna go and just mix the substrate around everywhere. You really want to go mix those scents inside of the tubs so that you really don't get the egg smell anymore, and they smell more their own tub smell. I probably said smell there like 5 times. I need a smell counter. But right here we're gonna add some fresh water, and I just got the female washed right now. She's purely clean, and we're gonna go put her back in the bin. So here she is. She's all cleaned, all dried off. You really, when you wash them, you're gonna want to use a little bit of Dawn soap or any soap in your hand. Hand soap works too, but very little amount. Lather the whole snake up. Try not to get any inside of the head or in the mouth, because it's not good for the snake. And then you want to rinse it very thoroughly. If you miss any of the soap, it can really dry out the scales, and it's not good for the snake. So when you're doing that, make sure you rinse it out fully. And now let's get these eggs cracked apart. So I like to go and separate my eggs before I put them in the incubator. That's only because sometimes the embryo is not on the top, and you want to ensure the embryo is on the top of the egg, and that's why we candle the eggs. So basically, we're just going to go and separate these right now. And a lot of people are really scared when they're separating. You just got to be very gentle, and I caught these eggs pretty close to when they're laid, so it's really fairly easily. They're coming apart fairly easily. Getting a little tongue-tied there. And there we go. So now we're gonna hit the lights and candle these eggs. We got the lights out, and I just use my phone to candle. I use my iPhone. So all I do is put the light right next to the egg, and you can start seeing some of the veins. And then we have this little air sac in there. I don't know if you guys can see it moving, but that's where the embryo is, and you're gonna wanna ensure that is on the top. So we're just gonna go through all of them, make sure they're there. There's the embryo. And I'm just gonna wedge them next to each other. Sometimes you don't want the eggs touching, but in this case, I really don't mind. But right there's the embryo once again, over here. So basically this side of the egg, there's no veins, and you definitely do not want this side up because you will drown the embryo. But there it is, so we want that right there. And the last egg, right there's the embryo. So I'm really happy that all 5 eggs are viable. Now we're gonna go stick these right into the incubator. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I have 17 more gravid females here, so expect a lot more eggs being put away and a lot of egg cuttings. You know, me and Lord of Lion are having those races on my channel, and we have an egg cutting coming up this week, so stay tuned for it. It's either going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday, so definitely hit that notification bell if you haven't already and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.